While I get buttoned up, hello and welcome back to the GorillaBiker. And today we're back in West Virginia with Mr. Hatter here for the redemption of Spruce Knob. Yeah, we're gonna attempt to actually see it without fog. So unless something crazy happens, I think we'll accomplish that. I think I asked you this last time, but any interesting historical facts about Spruce Knob other than it being a good viewpoint in West Virginia? Tallest point in West Virginia, but hey, we'll take it, that's interesting enough. Whee. So yeah, let's get on the road. So we are at the Gateway Diner. I've actually eaten here before. Very tasty. Highly recommend if you're going up Spruce Knob. It's right here just before you turn up to Spruce Knob. I got the burger and we each got a hot dog. And then I also got some bacon and cheese chips, or fries as the Americans insist on calling them. And yeah, this is the road we did last time, except it was in the rain, so I don't know, would you have gotten as good a view, but yeah, this time we're gonna obviously have much better weather. Hopefully it holds out. Good job being on our side of the road there, bud. Little thumbs up for them. And actually I was telling Hatter yesterday, I think twice on the way riding over to West Virginia is two of the closest calls I've ever had. So hopefully, I haven't checked yet because I had to reset my phone a while back for other reasons, but I haven't gotten to connect to the van through and check did it catch it all yet, so hopefully it did. And then we can mock those people for nearly killing me at a later date. Don't cross the mustard. But yeah, this road alone, oh, gravel, right where you don't want it. This road alone is worth riding up here. Actually, to be honest, all of the roads in West Virginia, more gravel here on this one. All the roads in West Virginia, other than being kind of like Ireland where there is gravel on them, just come to West Virginia. Like, if the videos I've made in West Virginia and the, Hatter talking about West Virginia and his videos in West Virginia haven't convinced you of that, more gravel here, watch out. Then I don't know what to tell you, because there might more gravel on this corner. There might be something wrong with your brain, because this place is one of the prettiest places I've ever been in the world, like for riding motorcycles. And that's Wales, Scotland, Ireland, all places that I obviously highly recommend. More gravel here. Oh, more gravel. Okay, we're in gravel nation here. That's probably from cars not being able to stay on the road because cars can't drive. So Hatter's saying it's probably because people pull campers up here. So that, yeah, you're going to drag some stuff onto the road. So obviously be careful of that. But yeah, so what we're doing now basically is, this being allegedly the tallest point in West Virginia, we got to just do switchbacks all the way up, which obviously I think both of us are absolutely fine with. If you do come here, obviously do watch out for the gravel and whatnot, and also watch out for people not being able to stay on their side of the road, as that seems to be a thing. It seems to be a little habit some people are getting at around here. I follow this road around. Yes, that's a nice corner, but there's lots of nice corners. Oh, good. Move over. More people not being on their side of the road. It's phenomenal. It's one thing, I don't know, if you're on Facebook pages with the tail of the dragon and all that, but like 99% of the time, a lot of the accidents that happen up there, particularly the bad ones, are people just not sticking on their side of the road. If you can't stay on your side of the road, there's this really simple thing that you can do to stay on your side of the road, and that's slow down. I don't know, would that have come through my microphone? It might have. But Hatter had a different suggestion, a little bit more violent than mine. Which, he's also right. If you literally can't handle your whatever vehicle you're driving or riding to stay on your side of the road, yeah, maybe stop using it and get public transport instead. And or learn how to ride/drive. Gravel right there in the middle. Now we're on to the fun part. And I love how that says back there, no snow removal beyond this point, because that'll tell you probably don't want to ride a bike up here in the winter. You probably can't ride a bike up here in the winter, unless you're like, snow biking or something. And also watch out for deer. We've seen several deer yesterday and today, so on the road. If you haven't seen my other West Virginia videos, I'll leave links up that side of the screen, because I would recommend watching them. You know, Hatter goes through when and where he recommends visiting on some of them, and we hit some other really nice viewpoints, so I'll leave that playlist up there, because we did hit some really nice spots despite the rain. I had a fantastic time. Rain doesn't bother me that much, you know. Obviously, like if you're going out and you've dressed in shorts and a t-shirt and you just want sunshine, then you know it can upset you. But when you're just doing a nice little road trip, it tends not to upset me as much. And you know, obviously people watching this might also wonder, like, why are you not sending it hard around these corners? Because there's cars and maybe people walking in deer and whatnot. So yeah, just be careful, you know. That's something that I kind of have often said is, you know, because I get a lot of flack on some videos. People are like, oh, you're not going very fast. Like, well, you know, not to sound like an old person, but it's not a racetrack, it is a public road, and I don't want to be dead and or physically injured forever, which is why I actually go to racetracks to do racetrack things. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, I'm not saying I don't do a little bit of crime every now and again, but pick your places. This is not it. Something that you'll find over here as well is, you know, despite the fact these roads are set up for people to be able to go up and down and bring campers and cars and stuff like this, if you came in too hot to this, you're not making it. I don't care how good on a bike you are. That is a 90 degree or 180 degree hairpin. Like if you cook it into that, you're just not making it the way you want to make it. So Hatter just grabbed neutral going around that corner. So yeah, yeah, you just want to, like, you don't want to, I don't know, I'm not trying to be all lectury, but you don't want to die, you know. That's the main thing. We don't want bikers to die. So we need more bikes, not less. More bikes is more better. This ride is, as I said the last time we came up here in the rain, it was still very pretty then, and it's even more pretty now that it's not raining and foggy. You know, you are definitely enclosed by the trees, but you can still get a view out. And like, this is what I was talking about, you know, cars pull in, someone could be crossing here, someone could be taking a photo, so you just want to be careful. Nice Ducati. They got a Ducati. The Hatter's saying that fall he obviously recommends due to leaves and whatnot being pretty, but also, you know, rain happens then, and a lot of people come over this way for the yeah, and colder. A lot of people come over this way for the leaves changing color, so you know, you're going to deal with more traffic. So, but yeah, it's very pretty. Yes, and the leaves will be on the road. That's another very valid point. Either way though, a very, very nice ride. I got some Harley brothers. Brother. Well, yeah, but to bring my entire lecture to an end, basically, don't be one of the people that we're complaining about being on the wrong side of the road, basically, because, you know, if you're on the wrong side of the road in a car, you know, worst case scenario, you probably have a pretty big insurance claim, but you'll probably be fine. If you're on the wrong side of the road on a bike, you probably don't need to worry about your insurance getting raised up higher and whatnot. You probably don't even need to worry about fixing your bike. Yeah, Hatter says if you do end up on the wrong side of the road and hit him, please back up and make sure of it, because otherwise he's probably going to prison for doing some time for you know, repaying the favor, we'll say. Except I feel like you would make sure of it. You know, it's funny because right before I came on this trip, obviously I had the track day on the Z900RS, and you know, I put it straight back into road trim so I could take it out on the road again. And I did really strongly consider bringing it, but then, you know, I just remembered how wonderful Stromboli is at doing pretty much everything I want to do on like public road stuff. You know, I know it's Stromboli and 5 hours on the interstate does not help, yeah, but you know, it's even the thing, it's like, you know, everyone mocks people on GS's and stuff, and you know, to a degree I do too, but okay, granted, ADV bikes being called ADV bikes are kind of largely not used for, I suppose, their original dual sport intent, you know, kind of off-roady gravelly stuff, but you know, they happened across, which is why they work so well, they happened across a near perfect blend of bike for like tall person, bigger person touring, you know, with lots of lean angle. You can still have lots of fun in twisty sections, but you can still carry lots of luggage. And I mean, when we did the Blue Ridge Parkway trip, I don't know, do I have any footage of it when Toaster was up on the back, but I had Toaster up on the back of this, and you know, it even in 6th gear, going fast on the interstate in Charlotte when we were going in to get some dinner on the way home, this thing pulled well in excess of speeds that, you know, you would be fine doing, we'll put it that way. When I wanted to kind of get out of some nasty looking traffic that I didn't want to be trapped in, it moved, you know, it does that, it moves well. That is some view. Okay, it's much better than without the fog. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I didn't bring the Z, because a lot of people have been asking, oh, you know, you do a trip on the Z, and I absolutely will. But it'll probably be a shorter trip than this one. You know, it was like 330 odd miles over for me yesterday. Second time, it's my second trip to West Virginia. But well, yeah, I wouldn't come here without telling you, so yes. And you know, if you are coming to West Virginia, do hit up Hatter, because he is a pretty talented tour guide. He knows this area really well. Holy mother of God, that is some view. And he also enjoys riding bikes. So if you want a tour guide, just invite him so he can do bikes, and you get yourself tour guide. So yeah, hit up Hatter JBK on Instagram, on YouTube, and Facebook is Hatter JBK as well. Okay, or the Hatter's Place community group. You just got to message him for an invite. So do any of those things. But yeah, I mean, and Discord, yes, Hatter's Place also. But like, West Virginia for me is an odd one because it's so pretty here. The roads are really good. But I mean, today when we were riding to here from Snowshoe, because we stayed in Snowshoe, we saw probably like 10 cars total and a couple of bikes. Like, it is, and yeah, and they were going the other way, and like, you just don't get quiet roads like that a lot of the places. Like, the Blue Ridge was amazing, and I'm really glad we did it, but like, there's lots of cars. You know, every overlook you pull into pretty much has lots of other people, which I mean is to be, you know, it's understandable. One of the times we were on the Blue Ridge, there was a guy, he just stopped. There was a black bear right beside the road, and he just stopped. Now, bearing in mind, we're on bikes, we're pretty exposed, right? And this dude is just sitting there, not moving, taking photos and videos out the window, being way too close to a bear anyway. But then that bear also had cubs, and as soon as I saw the cubs, that man was either he was getting out of the way, or I was gonna overtake him very close and just move, because we're going right? Yes, right. So that left turn we just passed, Hatter says if you have a bike or truck that's good with unpaved roads, apparently the lake is very beautiful. So one day I might do it. We'll see. Oh, the lump in the middle there, watch out. But yeah, so basically also wildlife is wildlife. So yeah, I don't want to get eaten by an angry black bear. Now it looked pretty chill to be fair, but like, you just shouldn't bother wild animals like that anyway, in my opinion, and I think the opinion of most wildlife experts. Holy moly, so pretty. So this is the parking at the top of Spruce. Not too shabby. This looks very different to last time we were here. You couldn't see down this way. You know what's funny, right? I actually have a brand new Anarchy 3 tire waiting at home for me, just because I bought one. Because this was getting like weird squares, and they've mostly fixed themselves just by coming somewhere that isn't flat straight roads. Isn't that nice? So there's another thing. If you live in West Virginia, you technically save money on tires because they don't square off as fast. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable trade-off. Okay, I'm probably going to turn off these cameras, and I'll just use my big camera for when we get up to the top of the tower, just so I don't have to walk with a helmet on. So yeah, I'll be back momentarily. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear off this camera, but this is the trail to the fire tower. Now you can speak. Tell us, Barry, where are we going?
I was just going to say that unfortunately, our tallest point in West Virginia is like 1,200 feet below the tallest point on Blue Ridge Parkway. So.
It's still pretty tall. Taller than anything in Ireland, I think. Lots of, well, not lots, but this is a little opening that you can kind of see the view. So we'll get a better one soon. So Hatter's never told me, but apparently there's flying squirrels here. They're nocturnal. You say you didn't know, but why would you hide this from us?
Because I've never read that sign before.
That's a reasonable excuse. So yeah, we're not going to see them sadly, but still on the trail. And that's where we're going. I really hope the mic picked that up. You got caught dirty.
I'd be like, no, really, there's an entire fucking mountain range over there.
And I wouldn't have believed you. No. I'm recording again, by the way. So yeah, definitely worthwhile coming up here when it's not covered in fog. It's very pretty, but as Hatter did point out, when it's in the fall, as the Americans call it, you can see more because there's not as much tree in your way. So yeah, either way though, I will say Spruce Knob Redemption. Wait, there's my thumbs up. Repeat that.
There's only the one bathroom on the top of Spruce Knob, and it's a porta toilet, like almost an outhouse. Eat and use the bathroom at the restaurant at the bottom of the hill.
Where we just came from. And they have nice food. Yes, definitely. So hopefully you all can hear me on this microphone and this camera, but this is the overlook on the way back down. There's Hatter. There's my bike. And that is the view from this overlook, which is definitely worth stopping at. 100%. To have a little look-see. And yeah, Stromboli is wonderful, as always. I think everyone should get a V-Strom. That's my opinion. And yeah, they do not anymore. He said a victory if they still make the Mark K1600. So yeah, that's the overlook. Well, hello, good sir. Yeah, that
thing that hey, it lied.
I know. I heard the hey. I was like, oh, I think he's keeping going.
It lied.
The oh, that tire needs changing.
That was me yelling. It lied. The GPS lied.
But yeah, so is it this Blackwater Falls?
Yes.
Blackwater, yeah, okay. I got the name right. But yeah, so we're going to walk down there and we'll end the video there, or I don't know, maybe later, because there might be too many people to talk in front of, so we'll just show you video clips. Wave toodaloo. That was not a toodaloo, that was a good boy. Toodaloo is like this. So I didn't finish the video while we were out on the road. This is the house. It is pretty much a house. It's like an apartment house. Hatter found it. Apologies if you can hear the air conditioning. We just watched the new Revzilla adventure trikes thing, and I just want to say I absolutely hate the Yamaha Nikon still. So yeah, it was a cool video though. A very good day. What was it, 187 miles was your phone saying? Yeah. 187 miles, and it took us about 6 hours because West Virginia is amazing. Just constant twisty bits. So yeah, very
closer to 5 given the hiking and such.
Yeah, true. But still, great day out on the bike. We'll talk about the V-Strom soon. But yeah, if you've watched the video, which was probably pretty long, thank you very much for watching. As always, a very special thank you to all of my patrons, of which Mr. Hatter is one. And yeah, let me know if you enjoyed the video. It is actually easier to do trip videos when it's just me and Hatter, because he's kind of used to me at this point, so thanks, Hatter. And yeah, until next time, leave stuff in the comments, and if you want to, hit the like button, because it does help, believe it or not. I know it's dark in here, I apologize. And yeah, until next time, thank you again for watching. Adios. Outro crew.
I forgot the question.
That's
your question. What was the question?
Well, no, that's not how it works.
Yes, it is.
What's the question?
I preemptively questioned you.
You did.
I can't remember.
But you can't remember it, so now you gotta get it. And cutscene, we'll be back. And we're back. What was the question?
Outro crew, what motorcycle would you trade your close friends for? Since you were talking about selling bikes for racing.
Oh, yeah. That is a good question, yeah. So let us know what he knows what I'd trade him for. So what I trade Toaster for, to be honest. She doesn't watch these videos, it's okay, I'm safe. But yeah, that's a good question. So what bike would you trade your closest, or just any of your close friends?
Yeah, any friend.
Any friend. What would you... Yeah, right.
We'll rate it to any friend.
I'm kind of interested now. What would you trade any friend for? And then what would you trade your closest friend for? Yeah. And then what would you... If you have children, what would you trade your children for?
Spouse.
Or spouse, yeah. Any of those things. Or your dog. What would you trade your dog or your cat for? I think that would hit people a bit more. Alright, bye, outro crew.
Question, John Wick.